Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Today we've got a focus on 4 things I'm not a big fan of when it comes to Note 10 Plus. So first of all, when you twist the device, you can see on the left and right side you've got this blue hue. Now, it might be the case of an AMOLED panel, it might be the case of the display being slightly edged, rounded on the sides, but it is actually putting me off slightly. Now, you can kind of fix it when you go into the phone dark mode. However, still some games or even opening Chrome without dark mode still triggers that weird blue tint. Next up is the actual wideness of the display. Now, Sony kind of nailed it with the Xperia 1, and I have to admit, the implementation of 21:9 ratio screen worked really well, where in here, when I'm trying to reach to the left side of the actual handset, it's so wide that I'm triggering an action in-game on the right-hand side, so I'm trying to touch the left-hand side of the screen, and I'm triggering with my inner palm the action in-game. It also happens in, for example, Facebook Messenger. So I'm trying to type something and then I either press enter or I press the like button. Again, when I'm trying to reach, let's say, to photos on the left-hand side to the gallery, I used my inner palm to kind of press likes, which I didn't know what's going on at the beginning. I was like, where do these all likes come from? And then I realized, oh, that's the case. The next thing is that I know it's actually nitpicking. It's a brilliant device, and I'm also doing a video about 4 amazing things about the Note 10 Plus. But like I said, coming from an Xperia 1, I thought I'm going to be blown away, but some of the shortcomings are actually really putting me off. So, for example, because of the edged display, that kind of sculpts around the phone on the left and right side, when you try to cut something out, you can't. Your pen slides off the screen, so I can't really mark my t-shirt and cut it out because it keeps sliding off, as you can see in this scenario. So you have to kind of cut the picture slightly or make it slightly smaller to grab it, because as you can see, the pen is just sliding off the display. And last but not least, I'm sorry, but it has to be said, is the fingerprint sensor. As much as I love the idea of under-display fingerprint sensors, it's not as accurate as everyone says it is. I don't know if my unit is faulty or something, but I keep pressing it and it just doesn't allow me to get into the phone, as you've probably seen a second ago when I was trying to get onto the screen. And yes, the lack of bonus points, or bonus minus points, is the lack of the actual headphone jack, which I just don't get it. It's thick enough to house it, and the battery isn't that much bigger, so I'm not really sure why, but yes, it is gone. Actually, I'm thinking one more thing. Yeah, you actually can't capture a screenshot using one hand because the power button is so far off from the volume down button, you can't capture it using one hand. You have to use 2 hands, one to press the power button, the other to press the volume down to capture a screenshot. Yeah, thanks for watching another episode of Quick Expert Reviews, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye!